Hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest, The Lost Tales, and we are here with Gemini and Arcturus, who are over here, I think, past the tree line, and they've been doing pretty well on Gemini's quest to try and chase off 5 bears. They've been doing pretty well, and they're actually have already chased off 3, and so far so good. We just have to chase off 2 more before the end of the series, which will be this week. And I do apologize for not getting out the Lost Tales voting poll this week. It will be up for next week if I can get it there. I just ended up having not as much time as I thought, and got a little bit behind with that. So yeah, don't worry, it'll be up next time. But we are going to head over here. We'll take a swing by the bear rock here and just see if we happen to have another bear over here, because they do know there is a bear that lives over here. And it has been a pretty skittish one, at least up until this point. And so we're going to see if we can chase this guy off, because we're going to go on our way here to hunt some elk. Okay, we do have a grizzly bear, so let me roll. I'm going to roll the dice. And we got a 6, so we are allowed to chase it off. If it is a 2 or under, then we're not. Okay, oops. Alright. So he's not backing down quite as easily this time as last time. Alright. Oh no! No, don't attack my mate, excuse me! Oh no. Okay, come on. Oh my goodness, Arcturus, what are you doing? Dude! Well, he helped, but oh my gosh, are you okay? We need to get you some food, so we're gonna go ahead and hunt some elk pretty quickly there. That was both incredibly brave and incredibly stupid. Oh my goodness. I get the impression that Arcturus is a very devoted wolf, though, that he's willing to run right in there and face the bear's aggression so that Gemini doesn't have to, and she can learn to overcome her fear on her own and to show her that it's all going to be okay. Also, how did he survive that? I don't actually know, but he's okay, so we're gonna roll with it. Oh my goodness, that was something else. Let's see here. Oh, be careful, Arcturus. You don't want to get kicked by an elk now, too. We're gonna take one of these guys down, and hopefully he'll get some food then, and it kind of replenish his health, because he did take some damage from that. But we are up to 4 bears chased now, so that's a very good thing. And oh my gosh, I still can't quite believe he did that. Is he gonna help us? He is gonna help us. He hasn't always been the most helpful with hunting. It doesn't seem to be his strong suit, but he's definitely taking initiative with that now. Maybe he's been a little bit scared of elk and hunting, and maybe Gemini has gotten to show him a little bit of how that's not so hard as it seems, and how he doesn't have to be afraid of that, and in turn he's helping her face her own fears, maybe, because he's definitely a lot more of an active hunter than last time. Because I think he just kind of stood by and waited last time, didn't he? So perhaps that's something they're learning together. Are you going to eat? Good. You need to get your strength up. You've taken a little bit of damage there. And that's not such a good thing. Alright, I think he'll be fine. He's gotten to rest and get his health up, and I think he'll be okay. We're going to see if we happen to be able to hunt some more elk here, and we'll chase a few of them out and hunt a few of them. I don't know where they actually go. I'm hearing music. Did they go up this way? Oh, there they are. They were just blended in really nice. That's definitely going to work to your advantage if you're a prey animal. Blending in is a very good thing. Okay, let's run through here. Oh gosh, Arcturus, be careful. Oh, that happens sometimes. Okay, oh, whoa, she's running into trees. These two are definitely getting to be a stronger team. Look at them working together here. Look at that. They're doing really well working together here. And I'm really excited to see how this kind of thing might pan out with the new systems that'll be coming in WolfQuest 3, because we do have they're revising the hunting mechanics. We got to see this last time. They were showing off how they're creating some of the they're recreating some of the maps, and they're adding more detail to them, and they got to show some of that this last week, and it was really cool, so you should definitely go check that out. It's on their channel, and I can put a link to that in the cards. Okay, we're full. And I think what we'll do Last time we kind of got chased off from the Slough territory, so we'll probably kind of wander back off up this way, I think. And see if we can kind of scavenge around and linger around the edges of this pack's territory, perhaps, and they're kind of just getting a feel for the area. I think they're considering establishing a territory here. They're not going to go to Slough Creek like most wolves will, and so they've kind of been poking around the other wolves and seeing who's here and who would probably be the weaker neighbor who's not going to come in and try and take over their territory. They're definitely not going to mess with the druids because the druids are bad business, but this pack up here has been a little bit more easygoing so far. The last episode, we got chased off from the Slough territory, so that wasn't so good. But we're gonna see if we can find who we can find up here. And we're kind of just evaluating their strength because, you know, if you're gonna try and claim territory, if you want to be able to have good hunting grounds and not have to worry about your neighbors trying to fight you over them or with them being a lot stronger and just shoving you out, then you want to make sure that you've got some neighbors who are going to be weaker than you, which is kind of a difficult thing, I imagine, as two dispersals who have only just become mates and who are only just starting to form their pack. They don't even have pups yet, but you would want a good territory, and you'd want one that's not going to be easily overrun by its neighbors. Oh, no, that's Arcturus. I thought for a moment that his scent was the Stranger Wolf scent, but nope, it's just Arcturus. Alright, there we go, though. Speaking of Stranger Wolves, we have... I think this is the really submissive one, right? She's kind of just feeling it out to see how they are. Oh yeah, he's very submissive. And we'll just kind of wait here. And, yep, he's leaving. So yeah, he's definitely not a very dominant wolf. So I think they'll probably end up kind of lingering around in this area and establishing a territory out here. Now, that does mean that it might be a little harder to find grizzly bears, though, because they do tend to spawn on that lower half of the map down there off the mountain, and so we might have to do some hunting and see if we can get one to spawn at a carcass, because sometimes that happens. And so what I think we'll do is, so we have the Stranger Wolf territory here. We're going to kind of set up in the Douglas Fir Forest here and see if possibly we can set up a territory there and kind of start establishing it by hunting there and such. And just see what we can do about that, because there are bears that spawn out here. In fact, there's often bears that spawn along this edge, and so we should probably go and check and see if there's any bears over here, because there have been in the past. Oh, there's a coyote. You can take this guy down. But we should see if there's going to be any bears that spawn around here, because we have seen them here before. And if, of course, we can find one, then that would be very good news for us. They tend to spawn at carcasses, I think. And I'm not seeing any scent marks here. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the new behaviors will affect the gameplay, because instead of having animals that just spawn in and out, if I'm understanding the system correctly from what they've shown, they're gonna have animals that spawn in once and then persist and move around the game world, like instead of just spawning and despawning the closer or farther you get from them. And so that will change things drastically, because, like, let's say this quest, we couldn't just be like, oh, there's the bear rock, there's probably a bear here. Well, Mr. Grizzly Bear could be moving all around the game world, and we might not know exactly where he's going to be at any given time, so we'd have to actually track him down if we were going to find him, at least as far as I'm understanding the system. Now, of course, the game's not out at this point in time. We haven't gotten to see the new, system in action. We've only seen very small previews of it, and so we'll know more once we actually get closer to the game's release. But as far as I'm understanding what we have seen, that's kind of what we're looking at. There's the edge of the world. I actually haven't been over this far very often. Normally we end up staying more towards the center of the game world, and this is going to be greatly expanded in the coming versions. I'm not seeing any bears over here, so I think we're gonna head back to the elk hunting ground. But yeah, this territory is gonna get, I think it would be, I don't know how many times bigger. I don't know. It's going from like, I think it's, does it say on the map? I think it's 2 kilometers. Oh yeah, or 200 meters. So I think it's 2 kilometers in size, a 2 kilometer by 2 kilometer square. And if I understand properly, then I think it's going to be changing to a 7 by 7, if I'm remembering those numbers correctly. So we're going to have a lot more area to run around in. I think it will expand out towards past the border that we were just at. And I think it's expanding a little on all sides, actually. But you're definitely going to be able to go down into the valley, which we took a look at last time, and kind of look down there. We're going to be able to... Is that just an elk? I think that's just an elk. But I'm pretty sure you're definitely going to be able to go down into the valley, and we've seen a little bit of the preliminary looking at that. Oh, I hear elk. I hear elk. There they are. I see them. All right. They're running this way, so we're gonna chase some of them up this way a little bit, I think. And we'll set up a little ways from the elk herd. We'll chase them kind of around. We'll chase you. We'll chase them kind of around. This one's not going to be very herdable, I don't know. I don't think. It seems like she's really doing her own thing. Sometimes you can chase them in the direction you want them to go, but sometimes they also just decide they're going to do their own thing. Hey, hey, hey. Oops, sorry. We kind of bumped into Arcturus there. There we go. He's trying to get in on the action. Well, we may just end up bringing her down right here then. But we've seen some of the preliminary work with that. I think we saw some of that in some of their videos. I think we've seen some of the preliminary work in the valley down there, and it's going to be so cool to finally have an expansion to this world, because when you think about it, Amethyst Mountain has been out for about over 10 years now, and because of that, you know, I think most of us have probably seen pretty much everything there is to see, or most of the people who have played the game have pretty much seen everything there is to see in this map. And because of that, it doesn't always get a lot of attention or a lot of love, and people tend to skip through the Amethyst Mountain mission. Even I do, because a lot of you guys want to see puppies right away. But they're going to be expanding it so much. There's going to be so much more to see and to explore, and so much more you can do. And I think, if I'm understanding it correctly, as far as I'm understanding it, they're even adding, like, the season will slowly change. I don't know if you'll be able to stay until full winter, but the longer you stay, the more chance you could have of having a blizzard. They showed that around Christmas time, and so I'm pretty sure they're adding more of a dynamic system in that respect, and so there's going to be a lot more to do here, even just in Amethyst Mountain alone. And I'm pretty sure Amethyst Mountain is going to end up being a really good training ground for learning the ropes of the game before you have to raise pups. And then there's still going to be so much to explore that I think it's going to have a lot more replay value, which is basically how many times can you replay the game by itself without it getting old, when you still have new content to explore. And so at this point in time, Amethyst Mountain, we already know, we've already seen it played so many times that there's not a lot of replay value to it, and that's why when we play here in Amethyst Mountain, we'll often have these extra challenges, like Gemini having to chase off so many bears. Well, that adds a little bit more interest and replay value to it, because that's something you might not see. Are we going to actually find the bears or not? Normally you're not thinking about that when you're playing through it, so that adds a little bit of replay value. But the game itself, with Amethyst Mountain as it is, doesn't have all that much anymore, because we've already seen pretty much everything that's here. And so because of that, I'm really looking forward to this new expansion, because personally I love Amethyst Mountain, but it is true, there's not a lot to do here. And I think that's going to change a whole lot with this coming update. I think there's going to be a lot more to do and explore here on the mountain, and I think that's going to be super cool. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. We're not finding any bears is the trouble. And I want a reason to get back to the Bear Rock, because that's a really nice place to find them, but we did say we're not going to run over there just for the sake of running over there. We have to have some sort of reason to actually be in the area before we do that. Alright. There we go. Oh, don't get too close to the bull. There we go. He's fine. He knows what he's doing. Alright. But yeah, so that's something I'm really looking forward to. I've been playing WolfQuest pretty much since the beginning. I remember being super excited when it first came out, and I remember running around here in Amazon Mountain for years before even Slough Creek, and so this place is always going to be really special to me. But at the same time, it is true, with the way the game is currently, there's not a whole lot to do here. You can hunt, you can fight animals, you can fight the bears and the cougars if you happen to find them, you can fight them. But they are kind of rare, and I mean, probably as they should be. You're not going to have predators everywhere, especially when there's no real draw for them to be in a certain place. Like, they're not coming after pups here, they're just wandering around minding their own business. And so it's one of those things where the game has just naturally exhausted itself in its current state, and that's normal. That's normal for games. At some point, most games are going to start losing replay value just as they get older and as more people have played them. They will start losing replay value, and so that's why it's so important for games to be able to continue to grow and develop, like WolfQuest is doing now with WolfQuest 3, and that's going to change everything so much, and it's going to add so much more to the game, and it's kind of going to bring the game more up to the current standard of gaming in many ways, because not to say that this game isn't good, like 2.7 is amazing and it's still by far one of the best animal simulators I've ever seen, but like if you think about the other games that the other games that you would see nowadays, you still can see how WolfQuest originally came from a game that was created way back in 2007, or, well, finished way back, or the first version came out in 2007, and I'm sure production went on for a long period beyond that, and it was in production for several years even before that. But you can see how, even though WolfQuest has gotten better graphically, and it's improved in many ways, you can still see that the base gameplay is still hasn't changed all that much, and it really was bound at the time by the limitation of computers. You couldn't have all that. You couldn't have animals that didn't spawn and despawn, because the computers just wouldn't be able to handle that. You'd have to have a freakishly good computer even back then that would be more comparable to the computers that we have nowadays, and not many people had that because it wasn't, like, the technology was really still heavily being developed, and it still is, but we're getting to the point now where gaming computers and are becoming more widespread and more common. And you know what, we're gonna try and kill this bull elk, I think. We'll just see if we can do it. Alright, let's see. Alright, oop, he still kicked us. Okay, we're gonna eat. Oh, careful, Arcturus. Oh, careful, dude. Okay, we gotta eat here. Oh my goodness. He goes, when he does something, he doesn't do it halfway, that's for sure. But yeah, so you can see how the original system was designed for those weaker computers that just didn't quite have the same power that computers nowadays do. And so you can see how the core system is still based around that. And because of all of that, you can see, because of that, you can still see that in the game, and now that the game is so much, like, there's so much more potential that can be reached because of the computers we have today, and how they're a lot more powerful than the ones that we had when WolfQuest was first released. And I think WolfQuest 3 is really going to tap into that potential, and I'm super excited to see how they end up doing that, because it looks like it's going to be really, honestly, very incredible, and I cannot wait to see what they're going to do with it. That in itself has me very excited, because that's one thing we haven't seen a lot of growth in over the years since WolfQuest first came out. Is the core of the game has still remained the same. And so you've had these outside changes, which have been good, and they've been really fun to play around with. Okay, Arcturus, you're chasing this guy in the wrong direction. We're chasing him straight into Druid territory. This is not what we want. Oh no, okay. Oh, maybe he'll go by the bear rock. Maybe that's Arcturus's plan. He's like, hey, let's get the bull elk to... I wonder if you could. Can you get the bull elk to fight a bear? I kind of want to see. I'm very curious now. Oh, he's going to go back towards the woods. Okay. No, don't go towards the woods. I want to see what happens now. I really want to see if you can make an elk and a bear fight, because you can fight you can get the elk to fight a cougar, but can you get the elk to fight a bear? That's a very interesting question, because I bet, if anything, a bull elk could. Alright, let's see here. But yeah, so that's something we haven't seen as much change with over the years, is that we haven't seen a lot of the game. We've seen the game graphically update. We've seen, I mean, Slough Creek introduced quite a bit to the game, but we haven't seen a lot of actual, like, we saw tweaks and optimizations and some new features, like the emotes and some new animals with the release of 2.7. But the actual, like, the storyline didn't really change, and the animals still spawn in and despawn like I was talking about earlier, and so it's kind of an interesting thing. Let's see if we can chase this guy over here. And I don't know if we'll get a bear to spawn or not. Oh, come on. Come on. We gotta turn him. Oh, are we gonna spawn a bear here? We are not. Okay. That's unfortunate. We're gonna... Oh my goodness, Arcturus, you need to get food, like, right away. Okay, we need to find some place for you to get food, because you have exhausted yourself. I'm gonna chase this guy over to this carcass. I don't probably think we're gonna actually be able to finish this hunt, because now we've ended up going so far away. But maybe we'll swing by the bear pond and just see what we can do with that. But yeah, so that's one reason I'm really excited. That was a little bit technical there, so hopefully I didn't lose anybody with that. But yeah, okay. Oh, he's healed up somehow. Okay, we're gonna heal up a little bit as well, just make sure we get back to full health. But yeah, so that's one of the things that excites me the most about WolfQuest 3, is that we're getting to see them really tap into the potential of the game and what it can be now that we have modern systems. We're not limited by the kind of computers that we had in 2007. I'm really excited to see how much more they can do with this game now, and how much even better they can make it than what they have right here, because this is still pretty incredible. I still really love this game, but it's about to get so much more dynamic, and so much there's about to be so much more, and it's about to get so much more in depth. They're going to add a lot of depth to the game, and I am so excited to see what they're going to do with that, because I honestly think they have a great chance at potentially... WolfQuest is already among the top animal simulators I've ever seen, and WolfQuest 3 could push it to be the greatest that I've ever seen very, very easily. And so I'm really, really eager to see how this is all gonna turn out. Okay, let's chase this guy over here, because if we happen to get a bear, we might be able to... I just want to see if they'll even interact at all, because you know the elk will respond to a cougar. But will they respond to a bear, and will the bear respond to the elk? That's my question. Now this guy's running, so I'm not sure if it'll be that easy to get them to interact, because you're gonna have to chase him straight towards it. But I just want to see if it's even gonna be possible, and we will have to roll and see. And oh my goodness, Arcturus is still just keeping after him. He might actually get him to stop and turn around up here, and we might be able then... he keeps turning. Okay, Arcturus, you're gonna have to chill out a little bit here. Otherwise you're gonna get him to be too... Okay, I'm gonna have you stop for a moment. If you make them howl, then they will stop chasing for the most part. And so that's a good way to communicate with them that, hey, this is not what we're doing right now. Okay, nope, you're turning. You need to turn. We're gonna go by the bear pond and see. I mean, technically it's the High Ridge pond, but you know what, there's always a bear there, so it's the bear pond. But we will have the chance to see if we can chase off a bear if we happen to get one spawn in. Is there going to be a bear spawn? There's not going to be a bear spawn. Okay, well, we'll just try and kill this guy then if we have a little bit of time, and so we'll see. Alright, we'll see if we can do this, although I do want to bring him back down towards where we have more carcasses, because otherwise we're going to be in some trouble if he stops running. Alright, we got to turn him this way. There we go, he's going the right way now. Alright, if we can get him down by this carcass, that would be a good first step. Oh, no. Don't do this to me. No, you're going the wrong way again. Oh, man. Okay, I don't think we're probably going to bring him down at this rate. Alright, Arcturus! he doesn't do it halfway, that's for sure. But let's see here. Alright. I think if we keep running this way, we are headed towards the a lower carcass here. So he'll probably turn around and come back soon, I think. Or not. Okay. I'm gonna have him stop again because we need him to pause so that we can turn the elk and head back towards the carcasses we have. Yep, there we go. And there's one right there, so if we can get over here, I think we might be able to take this guy down, because we just passed a carcass, and we're actually headed right back towards the other carcasses, right, the basic mass of carcasses that we've left over here. There we go. We should be okay. And wolves normally won't mass hunt like this, and they normally won't go after a strong, healthy bull elk. That's just kind of not, it's really not something that, it's really not something they'll normally do. They'll normally go after a lot more of a, they'll normally go after more of, what am I saying? They'll go after the weaker elk because it's, oh no, oh my gosh, Arcturus, you got me stuck in front of the elk. Oh my goodness, okay. Our nearest carcasses are there, okay. Let's see here. We can attack once or twice, but we need to get back towards the carcasses up here. I'm gonna go eat from this one because this is the closest we have, and it's actually raining. Wow. Alright. But normally wolves won't mass hunt like this. But the thing is, normally, I think the carcasses in this game last for quite a long time too, so they don't naturally decay at all, except for the ravens eating them a little bit. And because of that, then you see a lot of, because of that, you'll see a lot, like, they won't be decaying as fast as they would normally. Okay, there we go. Alright, we gotta be careful, we gotta go around. Don't get too close while he's kicking like that, because that is a good way to die. Alright, here. Alright, let's see. I think we can do this. Alright. And I think... Alright, we should be good. And there he is again. Okay. If we keep at him like this, we should be able to do it. It'd be kind of cool if there's some sort of rally booster for just with your pack. Like, not even in multiplayer, but for if you have a mate where you could get, like, a rally boost. Alright, we're going to try and work on him together here, I think. I'm going to wait for Arcturus to get back. Is he coming? He's coming. Okay. So let's wait for him to get back, and we come at him from different sides. Alright, Arcturus. Let's see. Alright. Oh, hey. Oh, I was thinking you were actually going to attack him. Okay, hold on. Alright. We're going to run in and attack. Arcturus is going to attack from the front, and we can dart in from the back. Oh, okay. We could get another hit in there, but I'm not going to try for it because I don't want to risk getting caught. So let's just finish off here. We'll eat, and then there we go. Alright. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, he's just in the shadows now. Yep. No, you're not gonna eat. No, you're not. You're gonna be food for us. Okay. We're almost there. Almost. Okay. And I think... Alright. Arcturus should be on his way back. And I think... Let's see here. Alright, Arcturus is coming. I think we should be okay. And... Here we go. And we should be able to take him down. Yes? No? There we go. Yes, Arcturus got him. Nice job. Alright. So, we took him out. We didn't get to see if he would interact with the bear, unfortunately. But maybe some other time. And we are up to 4 bears chased now. So, that leaves us in a good position for the next time. So, for now, though, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here for today. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay. Over and out.